Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel, Beauty in a Minute. If you are new here, welcome. I post a video every Monday and Thursday, and most of my skincare videos are only 5 minutes long. I talk about anything and everything that helps us ladies to look more beautiful. If you haven't done so, consider subscribing to my channel, and if you like my video today, give me the thumbs up. Otherwise, let's get started. Well, recently I purchased some new makeup brushes. And these are what I call low-cost makeup brushes because makeup brushes, the price can go all the way from $30 a set to all the way to $200 a set. And for years, I used Morphe brushes. I own 2 sets of Morphe numbered brushes, and they're okay, they're good. I went on to Amazon, and there were a lot of cheap brushes on Amazon. So I thought, why not try out some cheap brushes? So I purchased a set of cheap brushes, what I call low-cost makeup brushes. So I thought I'd try out this brand called DUcare. And this only cost me New Zealand $33 for the whole set. So it's a set of 15, they call it Pro makeup brush set, 15 pieces in here. Inside there's a synthetic pouch. And inside that's where you find your brushes. And all the brushes come packaged like this with the DUcare. And they're beautifully packaged. From this DUcare set, there are 5 what I call face brushes. You know, what you call foundation, powder brushes, contouring brushes. And there are 10 makeup brushes. So I'm going to do a little demo here. It will be my first time using these brushes. Just see how they stack up against the Morphe brushes that I have been using for years. So to test out these new brushes, I'm going to create an evening eye look tonight, and I'll be using the Natio Sunshine Coast palette and also the Zoeva Smoky Eye palette. Okay, I already have my primer foundation on, and I've just put on my Urban Decay eye primer, and that has settled for around 4 to 5 minutes. So let's get started. I always set my primer with the lightest color. So I'm going to use this brush here. I think this one looks good. And I'm going to use the Zoeva lightest color just to set my eye primer. So it's this brush here. I would have preferred it to be slightly slanted, you know, just a little bit more slanted, but it does the job. And now I'm just going to start creating that depth in my eyes. So to create that depth, I think I would use this brush here. I usually have just a slightly wider brush, but we'll try this one to see how the pressure is. This pink here, dusty pink. This brush is quite nice to use. I feel this is better than the one that I just used just now. This one is quite nice to use. And I'm going to find a brush for the lower lash line. I think I might use this one here. It's a very small one. Using the same color. I'm just going to use the same color, the dusty pink, for my lower lash line. It's not as precise as I would like it to be, but it did the job. And now just another layer of depth into my eyes. Let me see. I think I might go for this one here. It's slightly slanted, so we'll see how it works. So I'll just create another layer of depth. And this time I'm just going to use this almost maroon looking color. So you can use this as your blending brush. So yeah, it does have a very nice pressure on it. It's not the easiest to use for a blending brush. It just doesn't seem to have enough bristles. But manage. So now that I've created some depth, I'm going to put some eyeliners. The brand that I use is Natio, my usual favorite eyeliner. And now I always like to just soften the lines from the eyeliner. So I need a good brush. Here we go. So I'm going to try this one. Pretty flat brush, but we'll see how this works. And I'm going to use the black from my Zoeva palette. I'll go back to that smaller tip brush for the lower lash line. Oh, I need to do a big tidying. It's just they're not very soft, okay? They're just quite sharp, actually. They're pretty rough. I'm going to pick the slanted small brush here, and I want to do a bit of highlighting on the edge line of my eyebrow. My Natio Sapphire Coast palette. This top one here, just put a little bit of shimmer. So now I'll take this one here. I'm going to use the green from my Sapphire Coast Natio. Use this green here. I'm going to use this one here. So only 3 left I haven't used. So I'm going to use this one here. Bronzy color, a bit like a terracotta color here. This is a matte color. I'm just going to blend everything in. So I'm using it a bit like a blending brush. It's doable. So I find this a bit of a rough job, but I'm just going to tidy this up. What I use is just a tissue paper and my fingers, and I'm going to tidy this up. So I just tidied my eye makeup. And for mascara today, I'm going to be using Better Than Sex. So a complete eye look. I use 8 brushes from the brush set. All this 8 one tends to be the smaller one. And the 2 that I didn't use are these 2, which is this one and this very small one. Personally, I find it is a bit of a rough job, but I managed to create an eye look. So there you are, my little demo on using the brushes. And my verdict is, of course, they're not at the level of, definitely not professional brushes. And they're not as good as the Morphe brushes that I've been using for a number of years now. The reason is the bristles are just a little bit rough. They're not as soft, almost sharp at some places. So yeah, I find that a bit sharp. And also, they could have a little bit more in them. There's just not enough. You need enough bristles in them to give you that pressure when you press on your eyes and when you blend. I still managed to do this makeup today. So, I mean, so this is $33 New Zealand dollars, which is quite cheap actually. So for 33 New Zealand dollars, you get 5 face brushes and 10 eye makeup brushes. I mean, this is great if you're just starting out, just learning to apply makeup. This is great if you have a daughter or a niece or granddaughter who's just starting out in makeup, wanting to play with some makeup and eye makeup. And this is great to give as a gift to someone who is just starting on makeup. And you don't need to have very expensive brushes when they're just learning how to put on makeup. For $33, you're getting 15 brushes, which to me is very, very cheap, very low cost. I bought them from Amazon. So here's my review on the DUcare brushes. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't done so, consider subscribing to my channel. The subscribe button is just down here. And if you enjoyed my video today, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.